Here we go. It is Wednesday morning, June 12th, 2024. I want to talk about some of the systems I'm starting to put together to start to produce results. So I go off on a walk in the morning. Number one, start to just got back from the gym. So start to capture, hey, this is like my workout. Make sure I get credit from a workout from a dashboard perspective. Obviously, get a workout from a health perspective. The Apple Watch should be capturing some of the workout stuff, but making sure that goes straight through to the keyboard or to the scoreboard. So when I do steps, it's pretty clear. It hits. I take a step, my watch captures it, my phone captures it as a backup. We got the right systems in place, and that goes straight through to the reporting, and it goes right through to my Strides dashboard for the day. When I go through a workout, it's not as easy to start to, some logging needs to happen. So logging can happen inside the phone where we type it in, or we could start to speak our logging, and then that gets captured. So the name of the game is how do we start to get that stuff logged in our, logged in the system. So when I lift a weight, it knows I'm lifting this amount, and then it automatically tracks and goes straight through, so we could take the tracking out of it. As we go a little bit further. So our options are typically putting fingers on a keyboard and typing something in, or logging something, but how do we start to capture the same things while we are just how do we have the same things while we're just walking and talking, right? So my strategy or my technique is something of a strategy. I've got Otter running in the background typically for everything that we create. Now for this message, I'd have to have a second device to have Otter run while I'm doing the live stream. So we create that, but then it's capturing all the things that I'm talking about, and I'm also doing screen grabs as I'm working, which are starting to capture some of the details. So I've been messing around with creating a relationship management system to start to achieve some goals, that go along with like, here's the outcomes that we're after. Here's the people to connect with to start to make that happen, and then putting the systems together to start to make things. Starting to put the systems together to start to make things work, and and make things work all together, so we can create a great experience for people at scale. And then also there's a lot of auxiliary stuff that comes out of the work that we're creating. There's a lot of like other things, and some of that goes into Second Brain, which just is a repository of data that starts to connect and starts to emerge other results. And we have the opportunity to um, uh, achieve our results, but also to increase relationships with other people and to make a deposit into the relationship bank with other people that can make a difference. And a great way to create a relationship, a deposit inside the relationship bank with other people, is when they ask you to do something, to do it very quickly. Act with speed, act with urgency, act in a way that says, hey, your your what you say is trusted, and that's a way to start to accelerate relationships and start to make things work in a meaningful and useful way. So I just wanted to add that piece in here as well, to start to work with. So what do we have? We have the specific thing, the specific goal that we're starting to work with. There's the supporting information that we need to put together to hit that goal, which is usually a combination of outputs of information and connections with human beings, and then we also have the auxiliary stuff on the outside, that is additional information, additional connections with people that also start to lead to some other opportunities. And then there's our second brain, which is knowledge, which by itself is interesting, but when it starts to connect with other pieces of knowledge, becomes super interesting. So I'm going to leave that one here for right now. Have an amazing day if you are listening to this, and we'll speak soon.